At our base, we are pure cosmic energy. We are just consciousness. We are formless, pure consciousness that came down on this planet in the illusion of separation in this material world, this physical world, right? And I want to get at how we can command the ego. We can command this physical reality to move in fruition the way that we want it to move. And first I'm going to start with a little story time. So basically, this is my journal. I started in 2024 of January. I ended it today. Last page. And what I wrote was a lot of things that I decided to assume about my life, assume about myself. Because earlier this year, I started to write down affirmations. Because I was just seeing a lot of people or hearing a lot of people saying like, oh, write down your affirmations, say them to yourself. I've done that before. So what's different? Like what am I missing? So let me try this every day. You know what I mean? Let me do it the way I want to do it. Let me get intimate with myself when I do it. So I go ahead and I wrote down a whole bunch of affirmations, how I want to perceive myself or see myself in the future, or just what I want to expand more on. And I would say them in the mirror. Okay? I would say them looking into my eyes. All right. And when I tell you, the way that reality started to morph, based on how I perceived myself. And I had the realization earlier last year, 2024, that reality reflects the perception of self. But with these affirmations, I was able to hone in on a deeper understanding of it by shifting my perception of myself and kind of feed the subconscious mind with new information. And then be able to output, to birth, to create new creations based on that perception of myself. I started to morph reality. I started to command reality a certain way based on how I perceived myself. And not even just perceive myself, but at the same time, command myself. Command my ego to be a certain way. Because at the same time, or like I said, we are nothing but consciousness. We are nothing but... Nothing has meaning. Nothing has meaning. We put meaning on everything. So it's like, okay, if nothing has no real meaning and at my base form, I am everything and nothing at the same time, then I am anything. That can be dangerous. If you have no divine direction, that can be dangerous. That's why you see a lot of people in this physical reality on certain paths. Not saying that they're not supposed to be there, because everything is divinely orchestrated. They're exactly where they're supposed to be. But that can be very dangerous if you do not have a knowing or vision of yourself. And like I said, you're just consciousness, so you're very mobile. Say an external event or an outside circumstance or person come in and start to mold you a certain way because you don't have a steady foundation of yourself, because you lack your own will. The clay is in your hand, but it's like you're giving the clay to somebody else to mold you a certain way. That's why it can be dangerous if you do not have a clear vision of who you are. That's what I was saying. That's why, sorry girl. That's why I wrote down my affirmations, so I can get a clear vision of who I want to be and also who I am. And when I started to write down these affirmations and say them continuously every day, every rising, every night before I lay down, because right when you wake up and right before you go to sleep, your brain is so receptive to the information that you feed it. You know what I mean? The subconscious mind is a little open. So that's the best time to do it, me personally. And after meditation too. But once I started to do that, the way that I started to change reality changes based on how you see yourself, or just it reflects you as a being. It reflects you. So I started to feel more confident within myself. I started to feel more abundant. I started to feel more grateful, more appreciative, more beautiful internally. And then all of this external started to bend based on that inner perception. Like, I started to go deep within myself. And with all honesty, it hasn't just been like a smooth journey, because when I started to feed my subconscious mind all of these things that I wanted to be, or decided to perceive myself as, or to see myself as truthfully, it started to purge out everything that wasn't true. So I did go through a purging season, but with that old energy leaving out, new energy started to flow in. I started to attract the most divine experiences, the most divine people, the most divine conversations. And I attracted that based on the feeling within myself. Based on the feeling within myself. Instead of feeling how I used to feel, with all honesty, I used to feel insecure. I used to feel like a burden. All of those unconscious feelings, and I was unconscious to them, but they were creating my reality. I was able to become consciously aware of them when I purged them out, when they finally rose to the surface. You know what I mean? They purged out in multiple ways, like acne, like just crazy ways, crazy physical ways. But once I purged those out, I was able to see myself fully for all that I am. Abundant. Like, it's on my skin. Like, literally, I reprogrammed my mind to look at my skin and be like, whoa, like, I'm abundant. I am rich. I am loving. I am appreciative. I am creative. I am loved. I am shining in all of my glory. Everything is divinely orchestrated for me. Then I started to actually hone in on that feeling without any outside validation, without anything coming in telling me what I am. I don't need it. You could come to me and be like, hey, you're so abundant. Thank you for the divine reflection. You know what I mean? You can come to me and be like, ew, you think you all that, you're not all that. Literally, if you don't have the belief within you that you are other than what you are, you're not gonna feel anything. Because it's like you have a deep knowing of who you are. You are unmoldable. Nobody can come in and mold your reality, mold your life. Somebody walk up to you and be like, you're broke, but you know that you're rich. That's not gonna faze you, because you have a strong, the clay is in your hands. You have a strong belief about who you are, a strong knowing about who you are. And if you do get triggered, that's some work you need to do. Honestly, that's a blessing. If you get triggered, that is a blessing. Because like, oh, I see it now. I see what this is, what's coming up to the surface. I don't want that belief no more. So now you start to mold. You start to do what you need to do. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want that belief no more. Let me instill something else. Let me instill something better. Let me believe something better about myself. Because reality, there are layers to reality. There are layers in this present moment filled of infinite possibilities. If you don't want to be something no more, don't choose it. I don't want to people please no more. Oh, for sure. I'm done people pleasing. Like, choose it. But you have to respond to yourself as somebody who does not people please. You have to respond to yourself in a better way. And that rebirths you immediately. And you keep responding. This reality is so very moldable. It is so very moldable. You know what I mean? Awareness is key. Become aware of where you are in this present moment. If you are feeling a type of feeling that is just very uncomfortable, for example, depression, anxiety, or people pleasing, or anything, you notice yourself doing things that you don't want to do, become aware, but detach. 11:11, as I said that. Become aware, but detach. Because that's not you. You are not ego. You have an ego, but you're not ego. Therefore, you can allow it to flow. Now get a clear vision of who you want to be. Get a clear vision of who you want to be and where you want to go. Now, start being, bro. Like, I know, like, y'all probably heard, like, be who you want to be that. Be there in that moment, in the future. What you want to attract, be there. And I know people be like, how do literally just be that person? And you're reeling in your future. You're molding, you're bending this reality. This reality is raising to meet your authentic frequency. Be there. Or be here. Be here, but bring there here. Bring there here by honing in on those feelings. You want to be abundant. You want to be rich. You want to be loved. You want to be creative. Be that. Just sit here and decide, I am loved right now. Because that's what I did. Me personally, I decided like, hey, I want to be loved right now. I want to experience the highest form of love right now. You know what I did? You know what I did? I went out and I bought me some flowers. I bought me the most beautiful flowers I could find at Trader Joe's. I wanted to feel feminine. I wanted to hone in on this elevated state. Because I'm going to be completely honest, that older programming tried to seep back in, because that is a possibility. That can happen. It happens. Sometimes that older programming tries to come in and remind me of who I was. But that's not who I am. Okay. So I got me some flowers. And the thing about lilies, they are so fragrant. They smell so strong. When I tell you, I smell them in my hallway before I even get into my sacred sanctuary. I smell them and they're just so fragrant. They just make me feel so abundant and so safe. I love flowers because they're highly intelligent and they just hold so much divine information. And I feel so very much in my feminine energy. Literally last night, I bought them yesterday, but last night I was going into a meditative state and I was just smelling them. And there's so much information within the scent. Like, I felt like I was communicating with the flowers before I went into meditative state. And I would wake up in the middle of the night too and have like visions. They were so pretty, but I commanded my ego to get myself flowers. I received inspired thoughts. So honing in on those elevated emotions, plus honing in on that frequency, raising your vibration and allowing everything to raise and match that authentic frequency, I was able to open up and become receptive to flowers. I cleaned my space. Oh my gosh, like just so much. I bought myself a new journal today. I bought myself some pens because your girl been needing something. Like, it's simple things, right? It is very much the simple things that start to add up and build up. And the more you raise your own authentic frequency and vibration, the more that this ego, this physical reality, the material will raise to meet your authentic frequency. This year, I have been ending up in so many like different nature spots. Like literally all I see, even like within my meditations, I see nature. I see waterfalls. I see like birds. I see just the natural elements of things. The natural elements. And it's very much divine. I really don't remember what I was experiencing before this. Like I can get a sense of what I was experiencing based on feeling within, but I can't see it. I can't see it. It's like a whole nervous system reset. Like literally my whole being is carrying new information because I released that old information that no longer served me. That information could have looked like habits, thoughts, people, places, things, food. All of that information wasn't serving me no more. So I opened up my capacity and that was able to flow out and I was able to receive so much more. But that is all that I have to say. That is really all that I have to say. Command your reality. Pour into yourself what you wish to receive. Command your ego to be what you want it to be. And don't use it for evil. Don't use it for evil because nothing will come out of that. It's all love here. So if you try to use it for something other than, you're going to get something other than love. You receive what you put out, okay? Peace, love, blessings to you.